So, the sleeping prince of Saudi Arabia has finally passed away after spending nearly 20 years in a coma. He suffered a severe brain injury in a traffic accident in 2005 while studying at a military college in London. Despite occasional signs of movement, he never regained full consciousness. So his father decided to show unwavering devotion, refusing to withdraw the life support and instead choosing to keep his son alive on medical machines. The prince celebrated his 36th birthday on April 18th, 2025, despite being in a coma for nearly 20 years after a car accident in 2005. His family and supporters marked the occasion. His condition drew widespread sympathy. Many people have been praying for him ever since they heard about his story. So after all these things, he couldn't survive it. So the family announced that his burial will be tomorrow, July 20th, being Sunday. So had it been that the father withdrew the life support, he would have been blaming himself by now, thinking that his son would have survived the accident, but thank God that he did not remove it. So finally they have seen the truth. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed. Like this video, share your opinion under the comment section and share this video. Honestly, this is a very tragic news and touching story. So this man, after spending 20 years in coma, he later died when the family was hoping that he is going to survive it, just because he waved his hand. He waved his hand and shook his head, according to the parents, according to the family. So that was why they supported his life with medical machines and all of that, so that they will see whether he will wake up. So since 2005, this man has been sleeping. He has been unconscious but not dead. He has been unconscious. He doesn't talk, he doesn't stand up, like he doesn't eat. Like they use machines and all of that in the hospital to feed him and all of that. So just because this man opened or shaked his hand, just because he shook his head, the father saw it and said, okay, one day my son is going to wake up, one day my son is going to regain consciousness, without knowing that he is going to die later. So this is actually what happened. It happened in Saudi Arabia. Since 20 years now, imagine the kind of money they have spent in the hospital. Like, they have spent whole lot of money in the hospital just because they are rich. Yes, this man is a prince. And in 18th of April this year, he just celebrated his 36th birthday. Even being in coma, the family celebrated his birthday, still hoping that he is going to wake up. But without knowing that he is no more going to wake up. This is July, just 3 months. 3 months after his birthday, he passed on. So this is the news and what is happening in this life. Many people are yet to believe this story of a man sleeping over for over 19 years now. Many people find it funny. Many people find it sudden. They are yet to believe that this kind of thing happened. But this is the actual news and the truth of what happened. This man actually stayed for complete almost 20 years. Yes, almost 20 years without talking, without standing up, without walking around, just sleeping there. He is just sleeping, breathing and sleeping. He couldn't turn, he couldn't just do normal things human beings do, just because he is still breathing but unconscious, cannot do anything. So that was what make him to still be a human being. That was what make his parents to still consider him alive. So after this so many years, he now passed on. So had it been that the father listened to the doctors, when doctors see that this person is not going to survive, they might tell you. But maybe after telling the father and the father refused, just because he shook his head and also shook his hand. So because of that, the father refused burying him. The father said that he is still alive. So had it been that
the father buried him that time or listened to the doctors, he would have been blaming himself, saying, my son would have survived this, or my son would have survived by now, my son would have been doing this, by now my son would have been doing that. But thanks to God that he refused, and he has spent lots of money. He has looked up to God and believed that one day his son is going to wake up. But at last he couldn't wake up. Thank God that he did his mind, he did everything, because they have the resources, they have the money to keep him there. They have the money to pay hospital bills and all of that. And this kind of thing is not for poor man. No. This kind of thing is not for poor man. If this is a poor man, you know that if you are unable to pay, if you are unable to pay the necessary money for these equipments they use to support his life, you all know how hospitals are. They will stop using the machines for them. But because there is a lot of money, because they have money, because they are rich, so that was why this thing was possible. Okay. So this is to tell you that this life support is not for poor man. Oh, it's not for poor man. Yes, so it's not for poor man at all, at all. So whether you are thinking that this is possible, that anyone else can do it, it's just for rich people. Because do you know what it means for someone to pay, to be in the hospital for 20 years, for good 20 years, and the hospital has been taking good care of them? You must know how much they have spent in that hospital. You must know that whole lot of money has been spent, but last us, he did not survive it. Anyway, sha, may God accept his soul. May he rest in peace, because he himself, he has tried already. He has really, really tried. Honestly, let him go and rest.